Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel, I'll be providing some stock analysis and also an update on our $1 Million challenge, so please stay tuned. In the previous video, we did an important stock update for ticker symbol ABML, American Battery Metals, so please refer back to the previous video for the important update there. Before we start today's stock analysis, quick update on the $1 Million challenge. For anybody who does not know, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using compound return investing. So the strategy involves trying to achieve 201 trades with an average return of 3.5% per trade. We do take into account losses as well. We have a special spreadsheet with the chosen stocks in there, many of them low risk, in order to try and get the 3.5% return. We also have a dedicated Discord community which works together to improve the chances, the success, the research, due diligence, sharing of buys, sharing of trading tips, technical analysis, etc. And to work together as a team in order to achieve the challenge. In the Discord community, we have a dedicated area for the challenge. This includes an agreement, FAQs, opportunity to ask questions and chat. There is the stock spreadsheet available there as well, and an option to share your buys, king alerts and queen alerts, which will be shared in the Discord. And we also have a leaderboard and update section, so if anybody is interested, details in description below. Join us on this journey. Today's stock analysis is for ticker symbol PROG Progenity. This is a stock that has been featured in the previous week as a potential squeeze stock in the Discord, and many people have made tremendous amounts of profits on this. We still think there's a potential for still a little bit more play in this, but let's first of all start by having a look at the company profile. So on the screen here we can see this stock trades on the Nasdaq. Close of play on the Friday was $1.79, and the stock was up in excess of 17%. So is there any more play in this? We're going to have a look at that shortly, but let's have a look at the company profile. So on the screen here we can see it's a biotech company looking at innovation in the fields of gastrointestinal health and oral biotherapeutics. So it applies a multi-omics approach combining genomics, epigenomics, proteomics and metabolomics, excuse my pronunciation there, and it's a company that is in the development of a suite of investigational ingestible devices designed to provide precise diagnostic sampling and drug delivery solutions. So certainly very forward looking, certainly very innovative. Why is this a potential stock that could maybe become a squeeze play? Let's have a look. So on the same page at the bottom, you can see that there are 3 press releases, each of them in September. First one is September the 3rd. Press release here, Progenity to participate in 2 upcoming investor conferences. Second press release, September the 14th, Progenity announces patent granted by USPTO for its pre-eclampsia rule-out test. So that one is very bullish. That was very important for investors because a patent gives it legal protection. So this is certainly good news, and this was something that was reported on September the 14th. And again, this will be an important catalyst in its growth. There is also a third press release here, September the 21st, and this one is Progenity is to participate in the 11th Annual Partnership Opportunities in Drug Delivery Conference. Let's now see what else we can find with regards to ticker symbol PROG. Let's have a look at a recent chart for ticker symbol PROG. So we can see here, before we look at the chart, the 52-week range is a low of 66 cents and a high of $9.56. So currently it's nearer to the low. It's trading at $1.79. However, it is up significantly on the close of play on the Friday at $1.79. However, just a few days ago we can see that this was trading around the $1 mark with not much movement. Then there was a significant spike up. The RSI went well in excess of 80 at that time, and the price was just in excess of $1.30. So again, another spike up, lots of green candles, movement up close to $1.50 there, a little bit of consolidation, selling off and profit taking, and then early October, very significant spike in the RSI, jumping well over 80 again, probably closer to 90 here, and at one point I think it breached $2, we can see there. So since then it has come down quite significantly from the all-time high, recent all-time high should we say, of $2.20, back down now to around about $1.60. So on the Friday we did see a significant recovery up, closing at $1.79. So let's see if there is any more room to play in terms of a potential squeeze for this stock. What I'd now like to do is have a look at an article here which is from Investor Place, and the headline here is PROG stock, what is going on with red hot Progenity today, ? So this is an article from Chris McDonald, Investor Place contributor, and what he said here in this article, it's not one of the stocks that has been on the radar of retail investors, so many people have not been aware of this particular stock. However, the movement has been incredible. It has, in terms of shares of this biotech company, they're up in excess of 25% at the time of this article. This move isn't atypical of the biotech space, so we do know that bio stocks do significantly spike up, but they also come down quite significantly as well. So let's now look at the second part of this article. So the second part of the article is very interesting here. The headline is PROG stock, the next short squeeze favorite ? So again, highly suggestive here. It's being compared to GameStop and AMC at the top. So we're looking at this stock, again, a description here, it's a gold rush like any other, and retail investors have gotten it right, have done incredibly well this year. So huge amounts of profits have already been made in this stock. We're looking at it's a small business in terms of market cap, currently around about $160 million. So it's a low price per share, so definitely primed for a squeeze. Lots of buy options on this stock are all factors playing into the rise. So various social media commentators have pointed out that the options volume for PROG stock has skyrocketed, and investors appear to be betting on a gamma squeeze that could be in order. So very interesting, very high risk. Let's see what else we can find. I'm now going to share with you 5 potential catalysts for ticker symbol PROG. The first one is going to focus on Precludia in terms of news from October 2021. We have ongoing publication and partnership efforts. We have a pre-IND meeting with the FDA, so that could certainly be very bullish with regard to PGN and OB2. And also in terms of financials, we have better than expected financial results. The company has stated that they are looking at reducing their expenses by around about 70%, so that's good certainly in order to achieve profitability going forward. Number 2, analyst price target is around about $3.50 according to tip ranks, and that is almost a 300% upside. So this indicates that this stock, if you can catch it at a good price, also could be a good medium to long term hold as well. Number 3, short interest. We're going to have a look at that in a moment as well. So that is also a potential catalyst in itself. Number 4, potential more insider buying. We have a company called Ethereum Capital that has had their history of buying PROG shares. So again, potential movement there from this company as well. So in general, this company, Ethereum, is seeking to invest $25 million to $150 million per transaction with the ability to scale up. So again, potential opportunity there for insider buying. And number 5, rumors of an acquisition. So we have a company here, Ethereum, and that has a history of helping biotech companies set up to be bought out, acquired. So that would certainly drive up the stock. So 5 potential catalysts here to be aware of, and it gives you a very bullish outlook for the stock. What I'd now like to do is look at the recent income and balance sheet statements. We're going to start with the income statement here. So have a look at the recent one, which is ending 31st of December 2020. We can compare that with the same period, 31st December 2019. So let's have a look at total revenue. So 2020 total revenue was just in excess of 74 million. But the bad news is in the previous year, the revenue was in excess of 143 million. So the revenue has gone down. So that's not good. Let's now have a look at the operating income or net profit, which is also known as. The company is currently operating at a loss. So we're looking at just in excess of $195 million. Previously, it was the previous year ending 2019, it was an operating loss of just in excess of $140 million. So not good news here in terms of the income statement. However, this is common in terms of many biopharmaceutical stocks. The key reason why is the operating expenses are extremely high. So this includes research, it includes preparing for drugs, it includes trials, research and development as well. We also have significant costs in terms of salary and wages. So the total cost here we can see in terms of operating expenses that have been reported, these are in excess of 176 million in the latest results. So extremely high cost. However, we saw in the previous catalyst, the company has made a commitment to reduce these by 70%, which should move towards profitability in the medium to long term. Let's now have a look at the balance sheet. So on the balance sheet here, again, same period, the accounts are ending 31st December 2020. Total assets the company have just in excess of 154 million. Good news here, they have increased compared to the previous year. So previous year they were just in excess of 101 million. So the assets and the value of the business has increased by over $53 million. So good news there. However, we need to now obviously look at the liabilities. So we can see liabilities are quite significant. So we have just in excess of $261 million in terms of liability. That is quite significant. So the company is currently in debt. That's not a great sign. So we can see at the bottom the net debt is just in excess of $69 million, and the previous year it was just in excess of $39 million. So total debt is 162 million, but obviously we're taking that away from the total assets, so the net debt is just in excess of 69 million. So again, the company in terms of valuation has gone down from the all-time high. We have seen that. However, in terms of the potential catalyst now, the signs are starting to improve, and it looks as though the company could be onto more good things, but these figures do need to be looked at, because obviously these will tell us that the company is still high risk, it's still a penny stock. So it's very important and to be aware of this, and especially use a stop loss if you do invest in this. So on the screen here we have the latest short squeeze score. So again, very significant score here. This is rated as number 2 out of 5,529 stocks, and the short squeeze score is 97.16. So certainly prime for a squeeze according to this data. And we can see in terms of short shares availability at time of editing here, we have 35,000 on the 2nd of October, then it's 45,000, 70,000, 60,000. But let's now have a look at the cost to borrow. On the screen now you'll be able to see the latest short borrow fees. So we can see here around about the 22nd of September, the short borrow fee was 14.98%, and fairly recently on the 30th of September it was not much different at 15.02%. And I think what is very interesting here is the latest short borrow fee, 2nd of October, it's gone up by more than 100%, more than doubled, to 39.17%. So certainly very, very expensive for the shorts to borrow according to the latest data here. Let's see how this plays out from Monday. And finally, if anybody is looking to make a potential investment in PROG, please be aware that this is a high risk stock in terms of potential entry point. Again, very difficult to predict or make a judgment on it, because it's one of those stocks that could certainly run up and without a pullback. But close of play, it was on around about $1.79, and certainly if you can catch this around about $1.50, if there is a pullback, that may be a potential entry point. However, again, momentum is going to be fast moving, so this could certainly change if it shoots up well in excess of $2. And again, an entry around about current $1.80 could be a potential entry. But if you do invest in this stock, I'll certainly consider a 10 to 15% stop loss with this, as it will be high risk. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.